The main event, Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns with Paul Heyman in a Bloodline Rules match for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Oh man, what a main event. I'm going to go ahead and try and keep it all together here. All right, so Cody Rhodes, he gets a dramatic entrance with a skull, and it is accompanied by his wife, Brandy Rhodes. And of course, he has an amazing jacket on, but he walks to the ring alone. Now, Roman Reigns, this man, he came out with a whole orchestra doing his theme song, and they, of course, killed it. So I thought that was really awesome. And then also, before I get to mention on last night's stream that there was some history actually made, The Rock joined The Undertaker as the only two men in the main event of WrestleMania, or the only two men to main event WrestleMania in 4 different decades. And Roman Reigns made history by tying Hulk Hogan for the most main events in WrestleMania history at 8. But as of this WrestleMania Night 2, the all-time record was for the most WrestleManias broken at number 9 for Roman Reigns. So that was also really good to hear. That being said, Samantha Irving, she killed the introduction again with both guys looking in tremendous shape. Also, much shout out to the camera work. They had these high-level Sony cameras, it looked like, getting that shadow depth of field where the background was blurred out and you had the wrestlers in sharp focus. It looked fantastic. They were doing this for a lot of the big world championship matches, so that was awesome. And then the audience, man, when the bell rang, they were tremendous atmosphere. All right, I'm gonna do my best with my notes here to try and recap the absolute craziness that was this match. Once again, let me get some water for this one. All right, so both guys, they start off ahead with this match, basically going back and forth. At one point, Cody starts pulling out a table because it's Bloodline Rules and it's in Philadelphia and the fans cheer. And then Roman, he knocks Cody down and puts the table back and just basically tells the fans, you know, just basically waving them off, which is great heel work for Roman, knowing where he is, Philadelphia, knowing that the ECW audience is going to want them tables. The Bloodline, let's see, the Bloodline Rules match. So yeah, the Bloodline Rules pretty much comes into play here, into great effect into the match as Cody Rhodes digs into his father's arch nemesis book. Of course, Ric Flair doing the figure 4 leg lock, only for Roman to basically rake the eyes in front of the referee, Charles Robinson. Nothing he can do about it, and that's how that goes. So I was kind of finding it funny that at this point, like, it's Bloodline Rules. What stops Roman Reigns from just getting all the Bloodline members out there and just attacking Cody from the start? There's nothing the referee can do, but I guess Roman, you know, to his credit as a heel, he wants to be it somewhat fair, I guess. But yeah, both guys, they were brawling outside the ring. Cody does a suplex on a platform to the audience, and while they're fighting in the audience, and then we get back in the ring, and there's a really great counter where Cody goes for the disaster kit, but in midair, Roman catches him and reverses it into the last ride powerbomb, which is of course the Undertaker, an Undertaker specialty. And Roman, and of course Cody kicks out. The trash talking I thought was awesome, on point. Roman was dropping uncensored B bombs, Pat McAfee dropping uncensored S bombs on commentary. We even get to see Roman break out a beautiful transition into a fisherman suplex. So Roman always showing that, hey, he's more than just, you know, spear and all that and clotheslines and stuff like that. Roman taking out some of the technical wrestling when he has to. I remember he said that once in an interview. So yeah, Roman from here controls a good portion of the match, but Cody Rhodes starts making a comeback and eventually gets caught by Roman Reigns when trying to deliver the disaster kick into getting hit with his own finisher, the Crossroads, which he does kick out in the audience. You could tell kind of brought into that one because there's nothing more humiliating. For me, I was sitting here like, I'm not going to start buying into the near falls until all the shenanigans are out the way, because you know they were coming in this match. So Cody, he shows great resilience as Roman basically power bombs him through the announce table and then does a Superman punch in the ring. Cody's still kicking out. There's a great part in the match where Cody Rhodes counters Roman trying to do the rock bottom and lays him out with the spear, but Roman of course kicks out of the great near fall. So, you know, that reminds me back in the day when Stone Cold and The Rock were trading blows doing each other's finishers. So I really like the call to that. When Cody Rhodes is nearly has the match won with the Crossroads, Jimmy Uso comes out, and I'm like, all right, right, it's Shenanigan City, and I knew it was going to happen, but it definitely made sense to go there for this match, for the drama. And Jey Uso ends up coming out and starts fighting off Jimmy, and they end up going all the way up to the ramp, and Jey Uso spears Jimmy Uso off the stage to the platform below, and that takes Jimmy Uso out of the match. And so that was cool, and I kind of figured this is going to be the theme. Everybody who maybe was wronged by the bloodline is probably going to come out, something like that. That's what I was fearing at this point. So from here, Roman hits the spear, but Cody kicks out again, and eventually Cody is able to turn the tables on Roman Reigns by spearing him through the barricade that gets a "This is awesome" chant. Like I said, this move is used quite a lot. It doesn't feel nearly as special, but honestly, in the heat of the moment of the match, I was still into it, so it still worked for me here. And then they do last year's spot. Cody hits 2 crossroads, and then before he could hit the third, Solo Sikoa comes up out from behind, comes into the ring from behind him and nails him with the Samoan spike, and basically Cody goes down, Roman goes for the pin, but this time Cody Rhodes kicks out. So I thought it was great. If you're gonna have shenanigans and you're gonna have drama, then yes, you gotta go there. Have the last year spot just so everybody can go like, oh, not again. And I thought that was great that they were doing it. So yeah, shenanigans really well done here. And then what we get here, as I figured, John Cena makes a surprise appearance. John Cena runs out, massive ovation, and like I said, I'm not a big John Cena fan, but I was basically getting off my chair, jumping up and down because I knew where the story was going. And basically from here, it was cool. Solo Sikoa gets in the ring. Yeah, Cena takes on Solo Sikoa, gets him with the AA, and then he knocks out down Roman Reigns as well, which I'm like, oh, did John Cena have to hit Roman? I thought the idea would be nice to have everybody who makes a surprise in this match. That'd be one little critique I got about this match, is everybody should just basically try to even the odds, but don't touch Roman. Only Cody should be touching Roman to get the finish, so that way he beat Roman one-on-one. But nonetheless, it doesn't take away the match. And he puts Solo through the table, and from here, The Rock comes out, and John Cena's looking in the back, so they're playing up where we left off 11 years ago. The Rock gets into the ring, and him and John Cena are face-to-face. Audience is going crazy. And here we go, playing up WrestleManias 28 and 29. So from here, we end up getting Rock and Cena face off, and Cena goes for a punch, but The Rock counters with the Rock Bottom, and that takes John Cena out of the match. And now The Rock is lining up to take that belt out, just like he told Mama Rose to go ahead and whoop Cody again. And while this is the moment where I hope we were going to hear the glass shatter, it wasn't meant to be, but what they did instead was still pretty cool. We hear the gong and the lights go out, and I'm like, oh, okay, Taker's in the ring. Lights come on, Undertaker's behind The Rock, and Rock is looking and selling with his eyes open, just like he used to, and the Undertaker's looking furious at The Rock, and he chokeslams The Rock, and it really brings me back to that promo that he told The Rock 24 years ago, one of the rare times that The Rock got owned on the mic, where he said, I don't dress like Satan anymore, but I'm still down with the devil, and I will go medieval on your ass. And hey, he tried to warn The Rock 24 years ago, and he came back and made good on that promise 24 years later. So after this, the gong goes on again, lights go out, lights come back on, and audience is going crazy. Even Michael Cole's like, this is crazy. And I figured it was going to be like Avengers Endgame. And from here, it is I forgot to mention, before the Undertaker spot, Seth Rollins came out in the Shield gear, and I'm like, how are they going to do this? Roman's in the ring, John Moxley's in AEW, and The Rock is waiting. He's like, where are you? Where are you? Seth Rollins runs into the ring in his Shield gear to try and hit The Rock in the back with the chair, but Roman Reigns comes in and hits him with the Superman punch and lays him out. And what I thought was and that's where, they get to this part after the Undertaker chokeslams The Rock. Then Roman Reigns gets in the ring with a steel chair, and he sees Seth Rollins, and he nails Seth Rollins right in the back, just like Seth Rollins did to him in 2014 when he originally broke up the Shield. So really love the nice storytelling. But at this point, we are where we expected to be in the match. All the Bloodline members are gone. All the the people that came out on behalf of Cody Rhodes are gone. It is now Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes one-on-one. The moment of question, can Roman Reigns still defeat Cody Rhodes when it's one-on-one, no bloodline? From here, Cody Rhodes is able, of course, to evade getting hit by Roman Reigns. He gets the upper hand. No, I actually think Roman went for a spear, and Cody Rhodes kicks Roman Reigns right in the chest, and then he grabs Roman Reigns and hits 3 consecutive crossroads, just like he tried to do at WrestleMania 29, but there was interference. Does it again here at WrestleMania 4, this time with all the interference being swept away. One-on-one, he lands all 3 crossroads and gets the 1, 2, 3, and man, such an emotional eruption from the audience. I was out of my chair jumping up and down like, yes, this was amazing. The commentators, everybody, just so much emotion that Cody Rhodes has finished the story. He has ended the nearly 4-year reign of Roman Reigns. He has now become the new undisputed WWE Universal Champion, thus finally finishing the story. Man, the emotion from everybody was insane after the Cody wins the championship. You could hear Samantha Irvin was choked up crying as she's trying to get out the announcement of Cody Rhodes being the new champion. Even the commentators were emotional. You can hear it in Michael Cole's voice. Cody Rhodes' wife, Brandy Rhodes, and everyone else that was wronged by the bloodline gets in the ring to celebrate. Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, LA Knight, John Cena, and Randy Orton. We get Mama Rose and CM Punk even eventually getting into the ring to congratulate CM Punk along with the rest of his family. Cody Rhodes then calls out Bruce Pritchard and Triple H to come out to join in celebration. Cody Rhodes, he hugs Bruce Pritchard, he shakes hands and hugs Triple H, and then he hugs his wife and starts to hug the commentators. We even get Cody and Seth Rollins shaking hands. Everyone eventually leaves the ring as Cody Rhodes is celebrating in the ring. Cody even shows respect to Nick Khan and the cameraman and the fans at ringside. Just really good to see Cody actually just not only celebrating with everyone that you would expect him to celebrate with, but even giving props to, like I said, the cameraman. Like, that's something you probably would have never seen in the Vince McMahon era. It just really goes to show you that Cody Rhodes appreciates all the work from everyone, no matter where they are, in front of the camera or behind the scenes. It just really goes to show you, man. I gotta go ahead and shout out SMP, some of his comments there. Yes, we've been live, and let's see this. Oh yeah, man, you're on point with that. The spirit of Dusty came to life tonight. Absolutely, man. Dusty Rhodes, I agree with you. SMP would be very proud of what his son accomplished tonight in this ring. And man, it was one of the most emotional endings to WrestleMania I think we've ever seen. And the last shot before they go ahead and play the WrestleMania highlights is Cody Rhodes going up the stage with the undisputed Universal WWE Championship, having finally brought the world title to the Rhodes family. There was even a nice moment where he presented the championship to his mother. Man, that was fantastic. And the only other one little nitpick I could really think about the match, given the storyline, was I was hoping that Mama Rose was going to take that belt and whack The Rock in the back with it. It just would have been so poetic, but that's fine. Like I said, it doesn't take. Having Undertaker come out there as the chokeslam was fine enough. Would have been great, but hey, we all know Stone Cold, if he can't make it and give it 100%, he's not going to show up, and that's very respectable about him as a performer. So even without not getting Stone Cold, I still thought it was tremendous. But nonetheless, this was, like I said, a great main event. Honestly, Triple H tonight, and just the overall event, Triple H proved with his booking tonight that the fans can trust long-term booking and not feel like they waited a year or two for nothing, as it happened so many times during the Vince McMahon era. Like I said, Vince McMahon throughout the decades, tremendous in what he brought for WWE, but towards the end of his run there, how many times did a lot of us longtime WWE fans watch a product and we invest into something for a year or 2 years, and then it was for nothing. Like, the payoff just wasn't there. Like, man. And that's what Triple H proved tonight, that we can put that trust in him as fans for the long-term story. So I thought that was really tremendous that they did with that. Oh my gosh, what a main event here. What a main event indeed.